puts her mind to it. She's always puts other people before herself. She's a hard worker and always tries to achieve more. My mom is a great cook and always puts a meal on the table. She's a great cleaner because that's good because I'm very messy. And I could go on. Unfortunately, I don't have an hour to do this, but I'm just trying to say that she's an awesome mom, so I hope both of you have a great wedding. Everyone please raise their glass for a toast to the bride.
To the bride. To the bride. See her? You want to go see her? Okay.
Suzanne, how do you sum up 24 years of friendship in a few short minutes? Yes, it was 24 years ago that we met in grade 9 at Sir Winston Churchill CVI. During our high school years, we were literally attached to each other's hip. We played in the senior concert band together, Suzanne the clarinet and me the flute. I'm sure if I had a clarinet here and gave it to her, she could still pull off a tune Kenny G style. Me, not so much. Don't really know how I got through 5 years of band. Not a musical note in this body. I remember like it was yesterday, sitting at our lockers having chocolate chip muffins and chocolate milk every day. Outside of school, we spent so much time together that Suzanne's parents stopped asking if Krista was coming over because it was just a given that I was going to be there. I became Debbie's second daughter that she never really wanted. In our younger days, we would go to Mike's Mart and buy 5-cent candy and cans of Jolt soda. For those of you that don't know what Jolt soda is, it's an older form of Rockstar beverage. And watch our favorite movies. 2 movies in particular that stick out in my memory. Candyman, a horror movie in which, in the middle of watching, Suzanne's dad grabbed me by the leg and I nearly hit the roof. He scared me so bad. And Encino Man, we are wheezing the juice. We spent summer days in both our grandparents' camps sunning ourselves until Suzanne no longer looked Canadian. And I believe this is also where I received my nickname Greasy, due to my lighter toned skin and my requirement for sunscreen, plus swimming in the lake equals greasy. Some of you may know that Suzanne and I had a modeling career, 15-year modeling career, modeling wedding dresses of all things. Every year we would pick our favorite dress in the show and our favorite updo for the day we got married. And Suzanne, this is not what you picked over the last 15 years. Your hair is certainly not a beehive updo, but it looks beautiful nonetheless. As you walked up the aisle, you looked absolutely stunning. And I felt like the dress rehearsal was finally over. In our later years, our lives have oddly followed the same paths, even if not at the same time. Suzanne moved to Toronto and moved back. Krista moved to Aurelia and moved back. Suzanne had her baby girl, Miss Isabella, and then came along Mr. Luke. Sorry, Suzanne, only one for me. And Suzanne is now marrying her sweetheart, Nick, and maybe in 10 years I'll marry mine. We've been through good and bad together and everything in between. I was blessed to have spent so much time with Suzanne and her family, especially her father, David, who I'm sure is smiling down on her with such pride in the mother and now wife she has become. He would be so happy to know that you're spending your life with someone who cares for you as much as he did, and that Nick has a bit of that jokester in him like he did. Love isn't perfect. It isn't a fairy tale or a storybook, and it doesn't always come easy. Love is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, fighting to be together, holding on and never letting go. It is a short word, easy to spell, difficult to define, and impossible to live without. Love is work, but most of all, love is realizing that every hour, every minute, and every second it was worth it because you did it together. Please raise a glass to this amazing bride and my best friend, wishing you love, laughter, and a world full of happiness.
Yeah.
Way to go, Krista. That was beautiful.
Okay, pressure's on. So Nick told me we weren't doing speeches, but then Christine told me last night we were. 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So first off, I'd like to thank Suzanne and Nick for inviting us all here for their special day. Couldn't think of a better way to spend it. Kept saying how nice it was not to be scraping our windshields and getting dressed up for a wedding at a hall tonight. Nick and I are very close, and he's always been there for me, so it's been an honor to be his best man tonight. I'm pretty sure that Nick fell in love with Suzanne the first time they met. You could see something special change inside him right after they met. See, Christine, you're going to cry, right? We're all happy that he found someone so special to put up with them. I mean, love them. And Nick also fell in love with little Izzy right away, and probably took on the role of her stepfather to her. It was a big change for Nick when the girls moved in with him. Down came all the Leafs posters and the rock and roll posters, and up went, most of them, and up went the bright new paint and flower wallpaper. But Nick seemed happier than ever. And now with Luke around, he has someone to cheer for the Leafs with every night, win or lose. We usually lose. Suzanne and Izzy can go back to watching Dancing with the Stars in peace. So I just want to say, we want to welcome you to our family, you and Izzy both. Couldn't be happier to have you. And wish you both years and years of happiness. And let's do this next winter again.
Madison's going to do his toes?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's getting throwy.
Oh, okay. Luke's going to
Here you go, Luke.
Here, Luke, you got to throw this to Mom and Dad. Ready?
I love Uncle Nick. And he's so funny and goofy. And Luke too, and Izzy, and Suzanne. And I also love them because they all love to eat cake. Everyone, please raise your glass for a toast to the groom.
Yeah.
To the groom.
Uncle Clydie.
Oh.